World formation rankings are departure to testing a really various kind of ability following year. The Pisa tests, that comparison younger generation capacity in read, maths and scientific, for the at first period are as well departure to testing world competency. He's a considerable leaving to go of maths, puzzles and competence tests to request questions on counterfeit news story, world heating and racist. The inauguration tests for world competency will get location in on 80 countries following year, and the results are departure to be spurred center stage in the next circle of Pisa rankings. The tests, run each 3 years by the Organization for Economical Company Operation and Growth, include be amongst the largest wide utilized measures for world formation standards. And for every circle of tests, one object is selected as the title action utilized to build the World League spreadsheet. How conduct object is departure to be the new world competency tests, while the results of tests undertaken in 2018 are published in 2019. It could indicate a really various set of countries at the top of the rankings, quite rather than the present group, that includes Singapore, Southward Korea, Finland and Canada. But how do you evaluate world competency? Which does it in fact indicate? The 1 week the OECD set out its scope for the new testing and the thought over its introduce. He's designed to discover out how so youthful human beings can know some human beings' view and cultures, how they can see for the supporter echoing camera of public print and differentiate safe testimony of counterfeit news story. He's a problem to intolerant and extremist. Andreas Schleicher, the OECD's CEO of Formation, says how world promises on the law to quality assurance formation for all now include to indicate more than rather than the basis expertise of maths, read and scientific, it as well as necessary to be on training to dwell along. The economical belief pot says where has been so lot chaotic abuse in the behalf of ethnical or sectarian differences, how youthful human beings requirement to be learned on residing near human beings of some cultures. Where are some drive factors, says the OECD, consisting the discussion on migration and refugees and the polarizing effect of public network, wherever human beings can be severed of nobody not dividing his view. It will assist the lot teaching staff who job each day to fight darkness, superstition and hate, that are at the origin of liberation, discrimination and abuse, says Mr. Schleicher. The tests wish to discover out how so guys can crucially inspect regional and world modern issues and how so they can know repeated culture grounds. As an sample, the OECD suggests a issue on various interpretations of testimony for world heating, in that the identical data seems to include been utilized to make charts support and opposed claims on environment changing. Guys are requested to analyze the testimony and to issue how information might be utilized optionally or how the received information of study can be affecting by anyone has underfunded it. Else set of questions are relying on a script in that a crew loses while a gamer walks off the tilt following receive bigot misuse. Should the gamer include jammed it out quite rather than outgoing the crew a gamer downward? He's intended to lift questions on sameness, liability, regulation on behavior and the policy of the mob. As questions, where will as well be data collected on guys' behavior to human beings of some cultures, concern in some countries and languages, world disparity and the environmental. But the is hard area, and a length way of the neater clearness of a maths reply. World rankings include tended to be relying on topic wherever comparisons in results are more than simple. The newest set of tests negotiations on estimation humane virtue and variety and the requirement to dwell harmonically in multiculturalist communities. He's a lot more than culturally laden statement. But Mr. Schleicher says youthful human beings requirement to swim a globalized economics and to talk and empathize in human beings of various countries and backgrounds. Where's as well a more than energetic main communication of internationalism and culture frankness. The OECD's origins lie in the renovation efforts in the Kabul of Europe following Planet War couple, portion of a driving to roller world company operation, marketplace economies and more democratic institutions. It is now virtually setting these values to the testing.